Hello friends, let us take the next topic, objectives of accounting. Objectives of accounting. This is very important to understand what are the objectives of accounting. First objective is nothing but the systematic recording of transactions. First objective. Now, why to record systematically? Now, why we are keeping accounting? In order to record transactions, and I have told you what are transactions. Transactions of sales, purchases, expenses, income, loans, liabilities, uh, different kind of transaction which a firm makes. That recorded, this transactions has to be recorded, classified, interpreted, and as well as communicated. So this, there is a very important, first important point is to, you have to record this transaction systematically. Now second point is to, we have to ascertain the results of the transactions, ascertain the results of the recorded transactions. The transactions which are recorded, mm, we have to classify and generate the results from it. Now, what kind of result you can generate? For example, if you are having a firm and after recording the transactions, the sales, for example, you have made 1 lakh rupees as sales and purchases you have made of 80,000, then there is inflow of the cash of rupees 20,000 which a businessman requires. And for example, if you have done sales of rupees 2 lakh and purchases of rupees 3 lakh, then there is 1 lakh outflow of the cash. So this a businessman requires. So what is his spending on the uh, investment or capital? What is the cash flow has gone, and what kind of profit he is making, whether he is making profit or whether he is making loss. A businessman need to understand, after investing so much amount of time, money and energy, these transactions are recorded and they are analyzed, and a businessman should understand whether he is making profit or whether he is making loss. So with the help of results, recording and analyzing the results, that is the second objective to give. Third is nothing but ascertainment of the financial position of the business. Financial position of the business. The financial positions, what I told here, what is the status of the cash flows. So this will give the financial position. For example, if any firm is having say 100 rupees as capital, if 50 rupees out of 100 rupees, 50 rupees is taken from bank loan, right? 10 rupees is the credit by the suppliers, right? 10 rupees is taken as a loan from family member which is a little bit, say you can say a relative. It's a personal, what we can say it as a hand loan. And another, now only 30 rupees is the personal investment, right? Now what is the target of the firm? To this 50 plus 10 plus 10, these are nothing but the liabilities on the firm, 70, and only own firm contribution is 30. So he has to earn that much money, that 70 rupees interest he has to bear. For example, this 70 rupees interest at the rate of 10%, he has to uh, 70 plus 7. So for this 7 rupees also he has to earn by investing 100 rupees capital. And now his target is to make at least 11 rupees, so that 7 rupees interest would be given to bank creditor and the hand loan taken, and 4 rupees will be kept to himself. So this kind of firms actually, it is used for nothing but understanding the financial position of the firm. So this kind of investors are little bit, they they fear in investing this kind of companies who are not having strong financial position, right? And what I can say, this is the fourth objective of the accounting is nothing but for helping in rational decision making. Now rational decision making, how, what I can say, for example, if you want if the company is for example producing for example if the company is producing any kind of products, let's say example mobile, there is a demand of 1000 mobile in the market, and company wants to produce 1000 mobile, but they need, now there is a decision making at the end of the production manager, and production manager is assigned only for example 1 lakh rupees for the production of mobiles. In 1 lakh rupees only 500 mobiles can be produced. So this how much capital is provided to the manager, and what is the financial budget of the manager provided by the company, and what is the financial standing now of the company, that needs to be understand, since some amount of funds are also came as a reserved capital when in terms, when the firm comes under danger, the reserved capital comes into existence. So financial accounting, financial decisions, for taking each and every day rational decisions, financial condition is very important, financial situation needs to be understand, and that situation uh, is shown by the accountants. So this is another objective which is helping in rational decision making. Fifth objective is regarding solvency position. For example, solvency is nothing but the dissolution of the company by another. For example, here is a company called as Idea, which is a telecom operator, right? And here is a company of Virgin, which is another telecom operator. Now this one was the new player in the telecom company. Now what they did, since they were new player, they didn't understand the market, and they invested a capital, say for 100 crore rupees, and now they want to shut down the firm. See, they have got 80 crore rupees funds as the financial position now. Now idea need to overtake this company. So to understand this company's financial position, they need to understand their balance sheets, and they need to work with it. So I hope you will understand, if any other company need to purchase any other company, they need to understand their financial position in order to overtake, merge, amalgamation, and another different kind of processor, or if the company need to dissolve itself also, the company need to understand its financial position. So recording is required at each and every step of the transaction. Thank you.